Hello everyone, I am Rodrigo from The Construct. Here I am with Robot DiCaprio, who is our Unitree G1 robot. And today I'm going to show you how you can visualize your Unitree's robot state in real time through ROS and Rviz. This is one of the things you can learn in our G1 intensive trainings. So I recommend you guys check out our G1 trainings that we're doing. We've already had two really successful trainings. They're a lot of fun, and you can learn all there is to know to get started working with your robot, with your G1 robot. Just to recap, this robot here is the EDU 23 degrees of freedom. And that just means that the EDU model has an extra development computer that we can develop in. So how we're going to do this is by extracting one of the bare DDS topics that the G1 offers, which is the low state topic. And what this topic contains inside is information about all of its motors. So we're going to basically use this low state topic in order to obtain our real-time robot state. And this diagram shows us how we're going to achieve that. And it's basically all inside a ROS2 Humble Docker container. This is to standardize everything and simplify it because of the install dependencies that are needed. And at the end, we're going to visualize the robot state. So we're going to use this low state and translate it into joint states. So I don't know if you're familiar with ROS, you'll know that joint states is a sort of standard topic that things like the robot state publisher and Rviz uses. So we're going to create a little program that will create this translation into joint states, and then the joint states will be used by a robot state publisher, the standard default ROS robot state publisher, and with the robot description package, topic that this publishes, we can then visualize it in Rviz. Another thing that the robot state publisher needs is a URDF, a chakra file, which Unitree description will provide. And one more thing is that in order to parse this DDS topic, we're going to need also the Unitree ROS2 repository offered by Unitree, and we're going to install all of this in our Docker image. So let me show you how I did that. If you want to learn more about how to program the G1 humanoid robot with ROS2, how to train it using reinforcement learning with Isaac Lab, how to do autonomous navigation, or how to fully control the humanoid with ROS2 control, join us at our next Deconstruct G1 Humanoid training in Barcelona. See you there. The first thing I'm going to show you is the repository where you can clone and you can start working with it. So you can use this no problem anytime. This is our repository. It's called G1 description. And in this repository, you'll have all the files you need to run it. So let me show you that repo. And the first thing we're going to look at is the Docker file that I've created to run the application. So basically, it's very straightforward. We're going to use this ROS Humble ROS core base image by Sloretz. This is Shane Sloretz, so shout out to him. He is in the intrinsic team. And we're just going to use this image because these are updated earlier. And they're also already prepared for us to have an ARM64 architecture, which is what the Unitree G1 robot has. So it's perfect for us. So that's what we use as the base image. Then we install some things to compile workspaces in ROS2. And we install these two, RMW Cyclone DDS, because that is the middleware implementation that's the DDS implementation that the G1 uses. And also, in order to parse the bare DDS topics coming from the robot, we need to use this ROS IDL generator DDS IDL. And that's it. That's all for installing. And we're going to then create a ROS2 workspace and just clone our repository that I just showed you, G1 description. Then we're going to build it because we have a launch file in there that we're going to use and an executable. And then we'll also need the Unitree ROS2 repository like I showed you, like I told you earlier. What is this? Well, it's just a message definition packages. So in order, again, to be able to read those robot topics, Unitree already created our messages here. Let me show you here in Cyclone DDS, Unitree. There we go. These are messages that we're going to compile. And one of them is this low state message that comes in the low state topic that we're going to use to translate into the joint states. After that, in the runtime stage, we're going to install the Unitree description package that provides our chakra. So this guy. And this is provided by Qiaoyang. He is an amazing developer that works a lot with the G1 robot. He's a researcher from UC Berkeley. So shout out to him and his work, because this way we can just use the Unitree description he's done for his projects, like Beyond Mimic, another amazing project for reinforcement learning that we actually take a look at in our G1 training. So again, shout out to Qiaoyang, because we're going to use his description, Unitree description package that has already that chakra file. And then that's pretty much it. Then we install just the robot state publisher and joint state publisher. That's it. And description for the real sense, a couple other things. And then that's it. We just build the image and we're ready to use it. So then let me go into the joint state bridge. The joint state bridge, which will grab the low state topic and publish joint states. This is in our G1 description repository. Here it is. It's a very simple program, and it's using this low state message from Unitree ROS2, and it is subscribing to low state and publishing on joint states. LF here just means low filter, because we just want a less frequency. It's okay. We don't need the whole thing. You can put like this if you want. It just means 500 Hertz without the low filter. And then the joint names array. I'm using the same joint names that the Unitree description package uses in its URDF file. And we're just going to extract the Q value in low state. I'll show you in a little bit the content of this topic. And we're just going to extract the position only of the motors in radians and just shove them into our joint state topics. That's it. That's all it's doing. No more information is needed than the position of the joints. That's the joint state bridge. Very straightforward. And then we're going to use these joint states. First, Rviz will need it for visualization. So that's this arrow. And also our robot state publisher needs it in order to publish the robot description and the robot state in real time. The other thing that the robot state publisher needs is the Unitree description that comes from Kalyan's repository. And we're using that chakra, and that's it. Let me show you then the launch file for the robot state publisher, because all we're doing is just launching the node, default robot state publisher node. And we are loading with the chakra command, we're loading the Unitree description / robot chakra file that Kalyan prepared, and we're just using that as the robot description. And that's it. The only other thing you'll need to know is we're using the G1 robot, and we're connecting through the ETH0 interface, because PC2, the development PC, is connected to the main PC through the ETH0 network interface. So that's all for the robot state publisher. So then that is the explanation sort of the complete picture. Let me show you how you can run it in your robot. And that's through a Docker compose file. And in this compose file, we're running two services. One will be this low state bridge, and the other will be our robot state publisher. It's the same image. You can use our image, link down below, or you can build it with the Docker file, same thing. And for the low state bridge, the only thing we need to make sure is that we're sourcing the Cyclone DDS workspace that comes in the robot pre-installed, because again, this is the communication method that Unitree is using. Again, if you want to learn more, take a look at our trainings, because we explain this in a lot more. So take a look, guys. And on the other side, we're just on the other service, we're just running the robot state publisher, and that's it. We just make sure that you have network mode to host, so the Docker containers share the same network, and restart always, so you can have it as soon as you turn on the robot. So now I'm going to show you how to run it and visualize it inside the robot. Well, we're going to run the Docker containers in the robot and visualize outside in our own computers. So you have to have ROS2 Humble installed in your computer. So in here on the right, you can see this is Unitree Ubuntu. This is the robot. This is the G1, and I've already cloned the G1 repository. So in here you'll see that we have our Docker file and our Docker compose file, same as the ones I showed you, these two. So we're just going to Docker compose up -d, and you can see that it ran two containers, the low state bridge and the robot state publisher. That's it. So on our computers, we can just run Rviz. So let's do that. Okay, and once in Rviz, we can add what we're publishing. So our joint states, we'll also add the TFs and the robot model. So the robot state publisher is publishing on a topic called robot description. So here we go. And we're selecting a frame that actually exists, which, let's say it's the pelvis. So here we go. Now we can see our robot here. Let me make this a little smaller. And this is actually the real-time state of this robot, of Robot DiCaprio. So let me show you here. I'll reduce the alpha so you can kind of see that the frames actually correspond to how the robot is. So if I'm to grab the arm, well then you can visualize that in real time. So let me bring this back to 1. And I'm gonna actually now, I'm gonna use the Unitree G1 remote to get it walking. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna prepare him. So you can see now I told him to get ready to walk, and Rviz is doing what it's supposed to. So let me just bring it down real quick. So now we can just tell him to stand up, and you can actually see it mimicked in real time. So if we move it, you can see that Rviz shows it. There we go. So we can, for example, tell him to say hi to us, and we should see that in our Rviz configuration. And yeah, that's it. So that means every time you're working with the robot, you can visualize it in Rviz and see exactly the robot position at all times. So again, just to recap, let me show you here the diagram that we did, which is subscribing to low state, publishing join states, and using the robot state publisher along with Unitree description and Unitree ROS 2 to visualize everything in Rviz. So that is it for us, for me and Robot DiCaprio. So we'll see you guys in our next video. So make sure to keep pushing your robotics learning. So bye everyone. If you have questions about programming a G1 humanoid robot, go to our forum in the link down below.